Hey, I've just set my timer for 20 minutes and I'm gonna use this time to empty the dishwasher, get the dishes clean because it is a mess. And then I have to be at my son's school, which is why I have to set this for 20 minutes. I have to be at my son's school it is a fun run that they do. It's the annual Boosterathon where they raise money, and for every lap the child runs, they receive, I'm explaining this backwards. You essentially ask for donations from friends, family members, and so on. And for every, let's say if you donate $1 per lap, that means every lap the child runs, they will receive $1 from that donor for that lap. So if they run 30 laps, they'll get $30 from the donor. In any case, I actually wasn't gonna go because my son injured his foot and actually can't run. He cut his foot, unfortunately, out in the yard the other day and had to have a tetanus shot yesterday. It was a mess. Thankfully, he didn't need stitches. Thankfully, he is going to be perfectly fine. But the issue is that we didn't really want him to run because if he runs on that foot, he could risk reopening the injury and then actually needing stitches. So he did say that he still wanted me to come, even though he's gonna be sitting it out. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I have now just under 19 minutes to get the dishes washed so that I can get onto that. So when I get back home, I can get to the business of getting some work done instead of being plagued by the dishes staring at me. All right, so here we go. You know, I used to be that mom trying to be all cute, going to these fun runs and carrying on. And I learned quickly, this is not the place to be cute, okay? It is not. As you could see in the last clip, I just finished washing the dishes quickly, getting that out of the way. Now I'm headed to my son's school. He won't be running, so I decided, in the vein of not being cute, instead of wearing my sandals, I am wearing sneakers, shoes, and socks. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir, because if he is going to walk, and when I tell you this boy is, so my son fully believes that he is Sonic the Hedgehog, honestly. So to get to an event where you are supposed to be running and to be told that you cannot run is the travesty of all travesties. So with that being said, I have put on my shoes and I put on my socks, and my thought is, if he is so bummed, but he really wants to walk, but he has trouble walking, maybe they'll let me walk with him so I can pace him so that he doesn't mess his foot up even further than it already is, because we do not want that. So wish me luck. I also brought him a treat. He has a lactose sensitivity. It's not an allergy. It's just milk and dairy just does not agree with him. So I brought him some non-dairy ice cream because all the other kids are gonna get ice cream after the fun run as a special treat. And my son does not have any such thing. So I have his non-dairy ice cream so he can also enjoy and be part of the fun nevertheless. And that's what I found myself having to do on days when I know they're gonna have like a pizza party and things like that. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't even think about that kind of stuff because growing up, I wasn't sensitive to dairy. I wasn't sensitive to cheese. Now, you couldn't pay me to eat a slice of pizza. You just can't, because not only is the dairy gonna mess me up, the red sauce is gonna mess me up in terms of just acid reflux and such. It just is not worth it. So with that being said, I have really had to come to terms with, you know what, I don't want my kid to be left out of the movement. I have the means and the availability to do what I need to do, which in my opinion is to pick him up some non-dairy pizza and take it to him. Thankfully, we have a Mellow Mushroom not too far from our house, and they make pizza with vegan cheese. So I will get him a vegan cheese pepperoni pizza, and I will take it up to that school, and he will have pizza with the other kids, and that's just what it's gonna be. So therefore, In that same vein, I am taking my son ice cream so he's not left out of the movement. All right, we're almost at the school. See you soon. Y'all, when I tell you it is hot up in this piece, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and some yoga pants. I should have worn a tank top and shorts. It is hot out here. Yo, I can't do this. Yes, I can. It's for my kid. I'll do anything for my kid. All right, let me go. So I came into Hobby Lobby for 2 reasons. One, I was going to make myself something to wear for dinner en blanc. I have not found a white top that I like to go with my white pants, so I was gonna make something, but I decided last minute, I don't wanna do that. I just don't feel like doing that. That creative side of me is alive and well, but she is spent. So that's one. Two, I need some new artwork for my office. And since I'm in here, I decided to kind of look at a few things, and I've seen a couple of cute items here, but the thing is, nothing here is like really hitting me. So I think what I'm going to do is shop my home and see if there's something at home that I like more before I start pulling out the wallet, you know what I mean? All right, stay tuned. So I'm out of Hobby Lobby, empty-handed, and you know, it's actually not a bad thing because the reality is I am hungry, okay? It is almost 1 o'clock. It's almost 12:30 actually. I have not had lunch. I have not had breakfast. I've been out in the hot sun with my kid doing the booster-a-thon, and now I am getting into my car. So I'm gonna go home and to have my breakfast, which is undoubtedly cold now. I don't know why I even made breakfast, and we'll see what happens next. But you know, I actually learned and taught myself in the moment a good lesson while I was at the event with my kid. It's interesting how as parents, when you're presented with challenges with your kid, you got to think on the fly and come up with some way to help your child deal with their emotions and deal through it. And in that, the inspiration that came at the moment, talking to my son about being so disappointed about not being able to run because of his foot injury, it illuminated a few things for me. So I'll share that with you in just a moment. But first, let's go home, get something to eat. I am back home. I have eaten, thankfully. I had my granola. And you know what? Comment down below if you want to see a video of me creating my homemade granola. Let me know. I think granola is a great food. You can eat it the way I do, as if it were oatmeal, or you can sprinkle it on top of your yogurt or on top of your parfaits. It's just delicious. And I like to make it myself because traditionally when you buy the granolas in the store, they are filled with a lot of unnecessary fat and a lot of unnecessary sugar. Read the nutrition label and you will be surprised at how much sugar that is put into the granola that is traditionally made and sold in store. Nevertheless, mine is minimal fat and it is absolutely zero, not even a drop of processed sugar. So comment down below if you want to see that recipe. Let me know. I'll be happy to share it with you. My friends just absolutely adore the recipe, and no one wants to, everybody wants me to make it for them and to give it to them, which is fine, but I prefer to kind of teach a person how to fish rather than to, you know, just give them the fish. Nevertheless, here we are. I'm back home. I have eaten, I have had a cup of tea, so I am back to a sense of mental normalcy. I left Versona without purchasing, lies. Okay, I purchased a couple things from Versona, and I will show you those things right now, really quickly. I picked up this cachet. It's really a dress. It is super cute. I don't even think there's a label on this, but it's, I don't know what this is. Anyway, it was originally $99. It was on sale for $39.99. So I got this dress. It's very simple. but very cute. I love the sleeves. It has a nice little slit on the sleeve. So you'll see me wearing this at some point. I also bought, this was the big find, another dress by Cachet. This beautiful, it's very summery, which is fine. I mean, it's end of season sale. But the thing is, okay, so this is a one shoulder top. It's kind of showing up as navy, but it's a little bit lighter than a navy blue of this design, of course, with the white and the ruching or shearing, whatever you want to call it. It's a longer dress, but it is an asymmetrical hemline, split on the side. You know, I feel like this could go from, I'm just trying to be cute date night, all the way up to an almost formal event. The kicker, though, again, this dress is by Cachet. I don't know what the original price on this was because it's cut off the tag for some reason. I guess this was a gift to somebody who returned it. But I got this dress for $20. $19.99. You see that? $19.99. When I saw the price, I had to try it on. And then when I tried it on, I was like, she's coming home with me. On the shoulder is this little silver detail here. It's just super, super stinking cute. So I don't know where I'm going to wear this. I don't know when. I mean, it's still hot here. So I may wear it soon for a date night or something. I don't know. And the last thing that I purchased at Versona would be these earrings, which I thought were just darling. Usually I don't buy earrings of this kind of this shape, but I thought it was really cute and I thought it would blend in really well with my hair when my hair is actually done. But these were on sale for $7.99. So nice trip to Versona. I did not go into Versona for any of these things. I went to Versona to try to find an outfit for dinner and block. We're going this weekend. No, I don't have anything to wear. I have a pair of white pants that I think will work, but I don't have a white top to pair with said pants. And I don't have a white dress aside from my wedding gown, which I will not be wearing to dinner and block. So I'm kind of, you know, I don't know what to do. I ordered a suit for my husband. It came in the mail just today. The box is right there on the table. So I got to open that up and see what it looks like. But I don't have anything to wear. And I've been searching on Amazon. Amazon is trying to play me because everything is set to come in on Saturday. And I think given the timing of our day on Saturday, I don't think that I'll be home in time to get an Amazon package and then put it on and then get dressed to get out the door in time to make the event. That is the part that scares me the most. And I also don't want to put all of my trust in an Amazon shirt because I have not had the best luck with Amazon clothes. Comment down below if you've had luck with Amazon clothes. Please let me know because most of the time, don't get me wrong, not everything is trash. This top, in fact, came from Amazon and I loved it so much I also bought it in white. When I get clothes from Amazon, if I don't recognize the designer, it turns out 85 to 90% of the time to be too thin, material is just trash, or it's 2 sizes too small. It does not have the shape that it shows online. It's altogether wrong. So I don't like to put my faith into in Amazon clothes. So it is what it is. Nevertheless, looking at Amazon, they're trying to play me because nothing is coming delivered on time or delivered in time that I would need it. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm trying not to spend like a whole day going through the stores shopping for an outfit, but I might be headed there. And that's not what I really want to do because I don't have time to be walking through stores shopping for this elusive outfit. And I also don't really want to buy a whole white outfit with shoes and stuff, but I'm the one that wants to go to dinner and block. So woe is me, cue the violin. Here we are. So I think I've decided that I'm going to DIY a top for myself. You know those tops, they're like these tube or bandeau tops and they have the feathers. It's all feathered. I'm pretty sure I can DIY that. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. So wish me luck. I'm going to buy I was at Target yesterday and I saw some white tube tops. So I'm going to pick up one of those and then go to Hobby Lobby and grab some feather boas and have at it with a glue gun and pray for the best. I'll probably sew it just to be safe because if it's too hot, I don't want the glue to melt and then it becomes an issue. that's kind of what I'm faced with today. So shenanigans. But all that aside, what I wanted to tell you about was while I was at the event with my kid, and he was sad because he could not run for this, fundraiser. And the thing about this fundraiser, our school does it every single year, and it is a huge deal. They get the kids so hype about this event every single year, and it's fun. And the beauty of it is we spend 1 week out of the entire school year doing fundraising for the entire school, and that is it. They don't bother us about money after that. So cool, whatever. This event, the part that's the most fun for the kids is that they run laps. And for every lap that you run, your donor promises to donate X number of dollars. Well, my son sustained an injury, as I mentioned before, could not run. I get to the event. The boy is moping. Bless his little sweetheart. And I feel for him too. Because the thing that he loves to do most in the world, not only can he not do it, he's watching all of his friends do it without him. I did give him the option to walk. As I mentioned before, I wore my sneakers and I was ready to walk with him if that would be allowed. He did not want me to walk with him. He did get out there and try to walk. One of his other classmates has a broken foot, so that kid was walking. But I'm not laughing. I'm really not laughing. I saw that kid with the broken foot in the boot walking, and he walked like half a lap, and then I just saw him burst into tears crying because that kid's also an athlete. He's a soccer player. So he's also devastated. Sorry about that. He didn't want to do anything. He literally did not want to do anything. So I was trying to get him excited in the game, and I told him, I said, listen, I know you're just moping and sad and disappointed, but think of 3 things that you can be thankful for. Think of 3 things that make you happy about today. And he came up with first of all, I showed up to the school. Number 2, I brought him ice cream. And number 3, it was a beautiful day. And that kind of helped. I don't know, a little bit, not really. He was still kind of moping. And then I kind of, went to my mom mode of, well, look here, I didn't come out here to watch you mope for an hour, which did little of anything. I tried to give him stories about my childhood and when I broke my leg when I was in gymnastics and I had to watch my friends continue to tumble and flip and do their thing, and I couldn't do it and I was sad about it. That kind of, sort of, but didn't really work for him. But every few minutes, I asked him, what's another thing that you're happy about? What's another thing you can be thankful for? What's another thing that you can look forward to? And what it kind of taught me in trying to kind of boost his spirit was when I'm sad and upset and irritated and annoyed, because I'm not going to lie, I am by default more of a realist. I'm not necessarily, I'm optimistic, but instead of seeing the glass half full, like I notice there's a glass and there's some water. I don't know if I don't know if the water's in the glass or not in the glass. I have to kind of assess the situation and decide so I can determine what was happening in reality and determine if that, let that determine what my attitude towards it will be. So if the glass is half full, then great. If it's half empty, then okay, how can we get something in there so it can be more full, whatever the case may be. So when we're in that kind of situation, take a second, take a step back, look at everything that's going on in your life and think, what can I actually be happy about? What can I be grateful for? What are the things that I don't really see on an everyday basis because I'm so used to them and so accustomed to them that I really should be being thankful for? Because like I told my son, I said, look here, you have a cut on your foot. That cut will heal in the next week or so. Your friend who can't do the Booster-a-thon run, his foot is broken. His foot is going to take weeks to heal. So he's got it worse than you. So be grateful for the fact that at least it's just a cut. And yeah, I know this is the only time this happens in the school year, but you know what? You'll have it next year because next year is 5th grade and 5th graders do Booster-a-thon too. So you're not completely out of the game. And it's something that I have to remind myself of frequently of, first of all, somebody always has it worse than you. Number 2, that If they have it worse than you, then it's an opportunity, like I told my son, to make sure you just have grace with your friend. As he's healing, see what you can do to help him, to support him, to be there for him, to be a good friend for him, because he can't get around the way that you can. And especially after your foot heals, he won't have anybody to sit like, hey, I got somebody with me who's in the same situation, whose foot is injured. He won't have that anymore after you've healed and gone back to running. So how can you have grace and extra love and empathy for your friend? But also, how can we just be happy for things around us that we don't realize? We have, if you hear the scritching in the in the background, that's our bunny. We have a rabbit. And I am not a pet mom at all. Long story short, it's a video for another day. If you want to hear the story, comment down below and I'll do a story of how we ended up with this bunny. But, we have a perfectly happy, healthy bunny that we are financially able to feed and support, because that thing right there, that little joker, eats a lot of vegetables, a lot. Our kids are thankfully healthy and happy. It's a beautiful day. Like I told my son and I were looking up in the sky and we're like, look, it's a perfectly blue, cloudless day. Why should we be sad and disappointed? Okay, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, it is hot as Hades out here, but at least it's a beautiful day. We can be thankful for that. So what can we be thankful for? What can we be grateful for? What are the opportunities that we have available to us that we usually take for granted, such as the opportunity to go to the refrigerator and there's something in it, or the opportunity to go upstairs to the bed and the bed is warm and it's available to you to sleep in whenever you have time and space to sleep in that bed, or to have a washing machine that you can actually have clean clothes, or to have the nuisance of having to go and shop for an outfit to wear to an event that you were able to pay money to attend on Saturday, like dinner and blanc. So those are the things that we have to realize, because the reality is, no matter what you have going on in your life, you've already curated a life that you love. You don't realize it yet, but if you think about it hard enough, you'll realize that this life that I'm in, that I can be annoyed by sometimes or frustrated by sometimes, all my life experiences led to this point, and all of my decisions led to this point. And it's a space and a point that really I got to be grateful for. And I have to be grateful for the trials and the tribulations and the heartbreaks and the successes and the opportunities and the triumphs that led me to this place where I could actually sit here and have this conversation with you. So be encouraged by that. I'll have to remind myself of that later. I'll have to watch this video myself over and over again just to kind of let that sink in, because it's very easy to be down on life. It's very easy to be down on our situation, down on things that are happening. It's very easy to say, woe is me, or I have it worse, or who's got it worse with the kids, and oh my gosh, and I haven't slept, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get that. But also, what can we be happy for? What can we be grateful for? What can we be thankful for? And when you're in those moments where you're feeling sad and upset and annoyed and frustrated because you can't get out there and do the things that you thought you were supposed to be able to do, what are the things that you can do instead? What do you have available to you instead that you didn't think about before? So nevertheless, just be encouraged in that. I hope that is helpful to you. I am going to go about the business of, I have a few emails I need to respond to and a few opportunities that are available to me work-wise that I need to attend to. So I'm going to go and get that done. And aside from that, thankfully, I've already done the dishes, as you saw earlier in this video. And I'm just going to go back to life. I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know, do you like this form of video? This is my first time kind of doing this sort of day in the life-ish kind of stuff. So if you like this format, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to bring you more of it. Maybe this won't be entirely my format, but we'll just kind of grow and evolve together. Why not? Take care, be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.